This is question number 1. In this problem, we are given the angle and we are given the value of the opposite to the angle. And notice it's a right angle triangle. This angle here is 90 degrees. So this is the opposite. This side here is the opposite. This side here is the hypotenuse. And this side here is the adjacent. So we are asked to find the hypotenuse and the adjacent. So to solve for this problem, we need to use the correct trigonometric function that relate the angle to the opposite and then to the adjacent in the first part and then to the hypotenuse in the second part, or vice versa. We can solve for the hypotenuse first, then solve for the adjacent. So let's say we are going to solve for r now. So we need the trigonometric function that relate the angle to the opposite to the hypotenuse, and this will be sine the angle, because we know sine the angle, sine of any angle in a right angle triangle is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So here the angle is 9 degrees, so it's sine 9 degrees equal to the opposite, which is 2, over the hypotenuse, which is r. And now we can go ahead and solve for r. So r will be 2 over sine 9 degrees. And now we can use the calculator. You'll see that sine 9 degrees will give you 0.156. So you divide 2 by 0.156, and this will give you the value of r. So that's for finding r. Now to find x is the adjacent, so we have to use the trigonometric function that relate the adjacent to the opposite, or we can, since we already found the hypotenuse, we can use the trigonometric function that relate the hypotenuse to the adjacent. So let's go with tangent the angle, which will relate the opposite to the adjacent. So tangent the angle will be equal to the opposite, as we know, over the adjacent. So now we plug the value. So this is tangent 9 degrees equal to the opposite, which is 2, over the adjacent, which is x. And now we solve for x. So it's 2 over tangent 9. Now tangent 9, if you use the calculator, make sure the mode is a degree, not radians, and then divide 2 by tangent 9. Tangent 9 is 0.158, so 2 divided by 0.158 will give you the value of x. Note here in question 2, you are given the angle and the adjacent, not the opposite. See, in question 1 it was the opposite, here it's the adjacent. So make sure you use the correct equation that relate the adjacent to the opposite and the adjacent to the hypotenuse. Thank you.